Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for what I think is going to happen in next week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. This is for episode 12 now. It's called Week. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen episode 11 yet for Fear the Walking Dead, I did the review for it earlier. It's in the channel right now. If you guys haven't seen my review for episode 11, I'd highly suggest you check it out because I think it's an extremely important episode for the future of Fear the Walking Dead for Morgan and what we can probably come to expect for the future for Fear. So definitely check out episode 11 review. I'll have it in the end screen videos for you guys here. You can watch it when you're done watching this video, and I suggest you do so. So this week's episode, episode 12, is called Week. I'll put the description for the episode as well as the promo video and the sneak peek in the description as per usual for this one coming up. So Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 episode 12 now, Week. So this one's going to be directed by Coleman Domingo, so that's cool, right? To have Strand direct an episode of Fear the Walking Dead. How that's going to turn out I don't know, but I don't want to come in with bias for next week's review, so I want to just kind of forget about that and not think like, you know, and not look at it too critically from the direction standpoint of the episode because you know, but it's just kind of a cool thing to hear that they're using some of the crew, the cast and crew, to help more with the shows, to help the shows more. I think I heard too that Michael Cudlitz was directing an episode for The Walking Dead. I thought I heard that was it Walking Dead? I think it was Walking Dead, original Walking Dead. So you know, heads up for that. That's kind of cool. And this one, episode 12, going to be directed by Strand, Coleman Domingo. Very cool. So the description says June helps when Althea's health deteriorates. Morgan searches for friends lost in the storm. So we know about that part already. We know that Morgan's going to be out there kind of looking around for them. We can see in the sneak peek. The sneak peek's not much. It's basically Morgan just on the walkie-talkie trying to see if he can get a hold of anybody. So he says, I'll leave this channel open, and I got to try. And so somebody did the same for me once for as long as he could, which is really cool. So lots of Easter eggs now in Fear the Walking Dead, referring back to The Walking Dead. It's just, and I think it's really good to do that because it just kind of lets us know or reminds us that this is Morgan and it's still Morgan. Like, it's still the same Morgan. It's not Morgan who's forgotten his past and is in Fear the Walking Dead now, so he's going to forget about all the people who helped him and everything that happened with him before in the Walking Dead original series. No, this is the same Morgan that was in The Walking Dead. He's developing, he's changing as a result of the things that are happening around him and possibly, you know, becoming a new leader for Fear the Walking Dead and for this overall group if he can get everyone back together here and really form a new group, because it's not, maybe I shouldn't say getting them back together, but basically finding everybody and creating a new group out of the people he's able to find here. Some of our newer characters, Althea, June, and John, and the others as well too, Alicia, and some of the older school Fear characters too. You know, creating something new here at the same time. But I just love the way it kind of just relates back to the original Walking Dead series, and someone did that for me once. If you think back to season 1, season 2 of the original Walking Dead series, when Rick always, you know, was on the walkie-talkie trying to see if he could contact Morgan, which is really cool. And even though it didn't work, right, if you guys remember clear, you are not there. You say you turn your radio. You know, so I love that stuff, and that's great anytime they can put in protein bars or references to the original series, or remind us that yes, this is still Morgan, even though he's in Fear now, he's still our Morgan. He's still the same Morgan that was over there. So very brilliant stuff. I love it. And then she says, did it work? And then it didn't work, right? It's true that it didn't work. That's true. But he's got to do it anyway, right? You know, he's got to turn his radio on every day at dawn, right? In case someone comes on and someone's there, because he knows what it feels like to be on the other side when he's all alone and nobody is there. So he says he's heading west and, you know, now going in the opposite direction away from Alexandria in the original series to become more Fear, right? So I love that. Great stuff. Then we've got the promo video where you have June and she's saying, John, is that you? But there's not much that we can kind of read from that. We just kind of get the idea that the hurricane came through, it sort of totaled the place, and everybody had to just try to survive as best they could on their own because they were all split up, and we don't know where everybody is. So You know, we had Alicia and Charlie there in that one episode, a couple episodes ago. Now we've seen what's happened with Morgan and with the others as well too. We still got to kind of wait and find out, you know, where they're going to be at. So anybody copy? This is Morgan. My van. Someone stole my van. So it sounds like someone has stolen Al's SWAT vehicle, SWAT van, which is heavily armed, and it's going to be tough to get back. And she's going to be super pissed off because that's like she's got everything in the van, and that's like her deal, right? So it's not like Morgan where he just needs his staff and he's good. And he can find the rest of the stuff that he needs. But, you know, Al's van is important to her because, I mean, it's an extension of who she is, and it's something very useful as well, too, right? You know, you have a freaking, you know, SWAT car there that's basically impenetrable, or most of the time is, after she's done welding it back together and what have you, and it's got freaking miniguns inside it, right, at trigger. So Al's very cool, and someone's got her van, so we'll see who that is. Then we've got Morgan and the lady who was in the end of the episode, The Code, where she's like, you know, writing on the guy's face, and it's you get the sense that she's kind of going mad, right? You get the sense that she's just gone totally mad, and the zombie's got like a thing through his throat, which is just brutal, makes me cringe every time. Look at that. You know, so things are tough out here. You should be careful. So possibly a new villain here. We'll see. You know, it doesn't seem to me like somebody that Morgan would want to invite to join his group. Also, you know, the questions of who was leaving the boxes out before and whether or not, you know, was she involved with that? Was she part of that? Was she trying to lure people in? I don't know, to do something. Is there going to be a twist with her? Is it going to seem like she's an okay person? Then you find out after she's just like this brutal villain, cannibal or some shit. I don't know. So we'll see what they do with her, what happens with that. So then the other part here with June helping Al as she's not feeling good, which makes sense because, of course, you know, the storm was brutal and stuff, and, you know, to get sick after that would make total sense. Hurricane coming through and everything, so obviously people are not going to be feeling good, but it sounds like probably you know, for predictions here, a few episodes of getting the group together, finding everyone kind of coming together by the end of this season, and then what will be the threat after that? I just don't know. Maybe a new set of villains or something. We'll have to see, man. Or maybe direction for the show with them kind of deciding that, you know, really they're going to go around and help people, and that's where you know, that's where the meeting is, and that's what they're going to do with their time in the zombie apocalypse and with their lives, rather than just going back to Virginia and doing that. They're going to instead go around and see who they can help and help people. So we'll see. We'll see if that's what they're going to do long term or not. And yeah, either way, it should be interesting. And looks like a, you know, pretty decent episode coming up. At least it's not totally bottled off because we have Morgan and his group now that he's with, and then we have Al and kind of June and maybe John in there too. We'll see. Then maybe in episode 13 or 14, we'll see them possibly try to find the original Fear group. So Lucy, you know, Alicia, Charlie, and Strand out there somewhere. Who's, of course, probably won't be in this episode because, well, he's directing the episode. So that probably means he's not going to be in it himself, right? So maybe a couple episodes for Strand since he was working on directing this one. You give him a break for a little while, and then maybe he comes back in 14 or something. So we'll see what happens with that. And, you know, check out the other review for episode 11. Like I said, guys, let me know what you think. And leave me your questions in the comments below, as well as, you know, in the review video as well, too, for Q&As for this week. If you like this video as per usual, please don't forget to thumb it up below. Check out the others. And, yeah, that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you soon.